have you ever stayed friends with an ex?
You know what? I was actually thinking about that, seeing as this was a topic today, and it's terrible to say, but no.
Really?
No.
That's quite surprising.
Hmm?
I thought you have.
You'd think, seeing as I'm a nice guy and all.
Yeah.
But but the truth is, I haven't. No. They've all ended up pretty much hating me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, seeing as you've done most of the breaking up, I suppose most of the time it wasn't your choice to stay friends, was it?
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, as you said, well, it wasn't actually out of choice. It just happened like that.
Mm-hmm.
So in my case, no.
Okay.
I've had when I'm talking about breakups, I'm talking about either the very serious relationships I've had or the semi-serious, the ones that are be more than, say, a year or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And in all cases, I have not been friends, but I also haven't been in a situation to be in touch with these people. So,
Mm-hmm.
so who
Yeah,
knows?
of course.
Who
That
knows
changes
who
things
I
a
have?
lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, then in that case, let me rephrase the question. Would you have liked to stay friends with some of them? Also, maybe not all of them, but at least some of them, or any of them.
Would I have liked to? Well, I think it's obviously down to circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. I've never actually thought about it. even knowing that we were going to talk about it today. So it's a good question. Right now, at this point in life,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think is the best idea, to be honest.
Okay. Why would you say that?
Well, because you always have baggage, don't you? You break up with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
When you break up with somebody, it's always for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that reason will always carry some sort of baggage with it, either for you or for your other half, the person you're breaking up with. And even if you break up in friendly terms, I don't particularly think it's healthy to stay friends with them.
Okay.
Unless circumstances allow it, as in
Mm-hmm.
maybe if you have, for instance, if you have children in common, if you bought a house together or something, that changes things, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's in that case, it's in your best interest to be on the best possible terms with the other person, so that relations can continue somehow. But if not, I think the best thing is to totally part ways, and maybe not necessarily be unfriendly, right?
Yeah.
but not stay in touch, being friends. I think it's I don't know, I find it kind of, as I say, not quite healthy. It doesn't allow for the proper healing, I don't think. Am I making sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
But that's what I'm thinking right now without having thought about it before. Maybe if I think about it and I ponder a little bit, maybe I might change my mind.
You ponder a bit.
Yeah. But again, I think it's down to circumstance. Maybe the circumstances are such that you do end up being friends. You know, maybe you are in the same space and you share spaces, like, you know, maybe you work together or you go to school together or university, and you break up amicably,
Mm-hmm.
and then circumstances just dictate that you remain friends. I don't know.
Fair enough. It's
I can't see it,
very.
I really can't.
I was gonna say it's a very long answer that basically, in my mind, says no, for you to end up saying I don't know.
It's more of a no than an I don't know, to be honest.